Now, this session we are going to deal with the module 5 material science. We see semiconductors, conductivity in semiconductors. Now, physics of semiconductors. Now, if you see the energy level diagram for a metal, semiconductor and an insulator. Look at the diagram here. In a metal, conduction band and the valence band are overlapping. If you look at the next figure, it is in the semiconductors. Conduction band and the valence band are separated by a little bit of distance. That means they are separated by a fixed distance. And if you look at the insulators, the energy gap is very much high between the valence band and the conduction band. This energy level diagram clearly indicates the conductivity characteristics, electrical conductivity. In a metal, the conductivity is very high, and due to in semiconductors, there is a small energy gap. So the electrons from the valence band need to go to conduction band, cross over the energy gap, and electrons, once they go to the conduction band, they are free to move in the conduction band, giving rise to conductivity. When you look at the insulator, the energy gap in an insulator is very high. Thereby, the electrons from the valence band cannot move into the conduction band. That means the gap is so high that they cannot cross this gap and go into the conduction band, because of which there is no conductivity in the insulator, as free electrons cannot move freely in the conduction band as the gap is very high. In the case of a semiconductor means it is a conductor at a room temperature or at higher temperatures, because the electrons gain sufficient kinetic energy and they can cross this energy gap and go to the conduction band. Once the electrons from the valence band cross this gap and get into the conduction band, electrons are free to move in the conduction band, constituting the electric current. When the electron moves from valence band to the conduction band, a hole is left behind in the valence band, and this hole in the valence band keep moving in the valence band, and free electron in the conduction band constitutes a current. So in a semiconductor, the current is because of electron current in the conduction band and the hole current in the valence band, because hole moves in the valence band and electron moves in the conduction band. So in a semiconductor, conductivity is because of electrons as well as holes. So this is the energy level diagram for a metal, that is a conductors, semiconductors and insulators. If you look deeply here, Fermi energy level EF is exactly lying in the center of the energy gap for the semiconductor. Now we will look at the conductivity of N-type semiconductor and conductivity of a P-type semiconductor. N-type semiconductor. What is an N-type and P-type semiconductors? N-type, P-type are nothing but the extrinsic semiconductor where doping has been done. So extrinsic semiconductor is an impure semiconductor where there is a addition of impurities. Intrinsic semiconductor is nothing but a pure semiconductor where number of holes is equal to number of electrons. Now we will look at this extrinsic types of, in an extrinsic semiconductor, what are the types? Conductivity of an N-type semiconductor. In an extrinsic semiconductor, if the pentavalent impurities are added, pentavalent atom is been added, so you have excess of holes, excess of electrons, so due to which it is called as an N-type semiconductor. So what is the conductivity? What are the charge carriers in N-type semiconductors? They are nothing but the electrons. So in an N-type semiconductors, majority charge carriers are electrons, and in a P-type semiconductor, the majority charge carriers are holes. P means positive, N means negative, negative means electrons, P means positive. So in N-type semiconductor, majority charge carriers are electron, and in a P-type semiconductors, majority charge carriers are holes. Here, conductivity of an N-type semiconductor, the electron concentration is far greater than the hole concentration. That's what I said. So we know that sigma conductivity is because of electron current and the hole current. Since number of electrons are more in N-type semiconductor, sigma is taken as Ne E into mu E, because number of holes are very less. So you can ignore the second part of the equation. So only Ne E into mu E contribute to the conductivity, because in an N-type semiconductor, majority of the charge carriers are electrons. So sigma E is equal to Ne E into mu E. Mu E is the mobility of the electron, Ne is the number of electrons. Conductivity of a p-type semiconductor. The hole concentration is far greater than that of electron. We know that p-type semiconductor has excess of holes. Therefore, electrons Ne can be neglected. So that conductivity due to holes is nothing but sigma H is equal to NH E into mu H. Next, we derive an expression for an electrical conductivity of a semiconductor. In a semiconductor, the net current is due to electrons and holes. Just now I have told you it is electrons in the conduction band and holes in the valence band move constituting the electron current and hole current, which contributes to the conductivity in a semiconductor. Therefore, I is equal to nothing but IE plus IH. Now we will see. The current due to electrons is IE is equal to NE A V into E into VD, where NE is the number of electrons, A is the area, V is the drift velocity, and E is the charge of electron. Similarly, current due to holes IH is equal to NH A E into VH. So, total current I in a semiconductor is nothing but IE plus IH. Taking the above two equations, adding up, we are getting as I is equal to E A into NEVE plus NH into VH. Take this. We know that current density J is equal to I by A. So J is equal to I by A means divide by the same equation I by A. Then you will be getting J is equal to E into NEVE plus NHVH. Next, taking that common, J is equal to E into NEVE plus NHVH. But we know that J is equal to sigma E. In the previous sessions, we got the relation J is equal to sigma E. So, rearrange instead of J, writing as sigma E, that is equal to E into NEVE plus NH into VH. Therefore, sigma can be written as, taking the E to the right hand side. So, sigma can be taken as E into NEVE by E plus NHVH by E. We also know that Vd is equal to mu into E. In the previous sessions, we have got this equation Vd is equal to mu into E. With this relation Vd is equal to mu E, we are taking as sigma is equal to E into Ne is equal to, instead of Ve by E, we are writing as mu E, which is nothing but the mobility of the electron based on the equation Vd is equal to mu E. Therefore, sigma is equal to E into Ne mu E plus NH into mu H, where Ne, mu E and mu H are the mobility of the electrons and holes respectively. Mu E is the mobility of electron and mu H is the mobility of hole. This is the equation for a conductivity in a semiconductor. For an intrinsic semiconductor, we already discussed Ne is equal to NH is equal to Ni, which is nothing but Ni is called the density of intrinsic charge carriers. So here sigma is equal to E into Ni into mu E plus mu H. Mu I is nothing, Ni is nothing but the intrinsic charge carrier. As I told you, intrinsic means it is a pure semiconductor. No extravalent doping has been done. So number of holes is equal to number of electrons in an intrinsic semiconductor. Therefore, we are making it as Ni. So sigma is equal to E into Ni into mu E plus mu H, where Ni is the intrinsic charge carrier concentration. So for an intrinsic semiconductor, when the derivation is been asked, you have to complete the whole derivation and you have to explain this for the intrinsic semiconductor. What is derive an expression for a conductivity in a semiconductor. Next, we see the expressions for the electron concentration Ne and the expression for the hole concentration NH. What is a hole concentration and what is an electron concentration? Hole concentration or the electron concentration, if it is an electron concentration, the number of electrons in the conduction band per unit volume of a material is called electron concentration. As I discussed before, the electrons move freely in the conduction band constituting the electron current. So where are the electrons you can find? In the conduction band. So here we are taking in the expression for electron concentration, we take the number of electrons in the conduction band per unit volume of a material. Therefore, the expression is given here. We have only expression, there is no derivation at your level. So Ne is equal to 4 root 2 pi m to the power of pi m kt pi me star kt by h square whole to the power of 3 by 2 e to the power of ef minus eg by kt, where ef is the Fermi energy level, eg is the energy gap, and T is the temperature, K is the Boltzmann constant. Similarly, expression for the hole concentration means where are the holes available here? Holes are always in the valence band. So the definition goes with the number of holes in the valence band per unit volume of a material is called as a hole concentration. So NH is given by 4 root 2 pi m star h kt by h square whole to the power of 3 by 2 into e to the power of minus ef by kt. These two expressions you need to remember since there is no derivation. You have to remember these two equations so as to go with the derive an expression for the energy level in a expression for Fermi energy level in a semiconductor. So these two expressions are very important for the further derivations. So this is Ne is the electron concentration in the conduction band and NH is the hole concentration in the valence band. Thank you.